Hello, my name is Chicari Rosario, and I will be presenting a reality shock for new graduate nurses. Objectives. The learner will be able to understand and learn what are the four phases of reality shock. The learner will be able to identify strategies to effectively deal with reality shock, and the learner will have better understanding on how this issue impacts the nursing practice, society, and healthcare. Reality shock is described as a condition in which a person enters a profession but finds him or herself unprepared. There are four phases of reality shock. Honeymoon phase is when you finish nursing school, you get your license, and you apply for jobs. Shock phase is when you finally get the job, you are the main nurse or primary nurse, and you are taking care of real people. Um, you start to feel overwhelmed due to the demand of the job, feeling fatigue, um, and your patient caseload might increase too, which add on to the feeling of overwhelming. Recovering phase is when you learn to accept things the way they are, and you learn to view yourself apart from other nurses, and learn to respect and accept that all the nurses work have a different working style. Resolution phase is when you have the opportunity to define who you are as a nurse or who you want to be as a nurse. Probably a good point to also think about or develop a career legacy map. Um, Reality shock has a negative impact on the nursing practice because if you don't overcome the reality shock, you are going to most likely have self-doubt and not feeling good enough or feeling unprepared to do the job. Um, 35 to 61% of newly hired nurses are leaving their position within their first year, most likely also due to the feeling of reality shock and not having the right amount of support from co-workers or other facility or hospital where they work. They don't feel or have the support or the resources that they need to help them overcome their struggles. One of my reality shock moment when I was applying for jobs that the requirement was 1 year experience to be hired. That really shocked me because out of nursing school, applying for a job as a new nurse, I need a job in order to have experience. Impact of healthcare, it has negative patient outcomes because if there's new nurses that coming in that they probably have or are going through the reality shock phase and they don't feel comfortable doing um, a procedure or giving a treatment or providing a medication, the patient outcome might be a risk. It might be negative. Um, as new nurses come in and if they go through the reality shock phase and they don't overcome that, it might lead to unsafe nurse to patient ratio because of the demand of the job and not having the right amount of staff. Long hour per shift uh, will leave the nurses that are already there to cover more shift, um, which might also lead to burnout. 13% of nurses have thought about leaving the profession frequently, probably due to reality shock and not being able to move on from one phase to the other one. Um, Phase number two, the reality shock, is the one that lasts the longest, and if you don't overcome that, the end result will be quitting your job. How does it impact on society? We all know that our elderly population is growing, so this puts a demand on nurses, and of course we have the nursing shortage. 55% of employed nurses are going to retire or plan to retire by 2020, which is around the corner. Overall, reality shock leads to a negative impact on society because of the above reasons, and because the nurses shortage and the reality shock for new nurses who are coming in and they're leaving. Strategy to prevent reality shock. The Department of Health actually recommend precepting programs, resident programs, mentors. Uh, Healthy and supportive work environment may also help. Taking care of yourself and having self-awareness also may help. Knowing when you need help and knowing when to delegate and knowing to when you don't feel comfortable doing something and speaking up on it, that may also help overcome the reality shock and make you feel more confident in yourself too. This is the summary. um I hope you guys have enjoyed my presentation. Thank you for watching.